Holy crap, do I have some truth bombs to drop today. Today, I am cutting through the BS and exposing the 5 biggest money-making myths that are keeping you stuck. But I'm not just here to tell you what doesn't work. I'm going to show you exactly what does work and give you specific action steps to move forward. Look, it's a scam, total BS. And all these videos about lazy money and easy passive income, total bullshit. Sorry, not sorry for the language, but someone's gotta say it. Before we dive in, let me get real with you. I've been on both sides of this journey, and in my book, Middle Class Mindset Escape Plan, I shared how I hit rock bottom with bankruptcy. Standing in that courtroom, watching everything slip away was the most humbling experience of my life. That moment became my greatest teacher. And it wasn't the end, it was actually the beginning of my real financial education. So today, we're exposing 5 dangerous money-making myths and replacing them with actionable strategies that actually work. And yes, I'm looking directly at you, a person who's watched 47 passive income for beginners videos this week, but hasn't taken a single action. So let's go. Myth number 1, passive income is easy and requires almost no work. Oh man, this one absolutely kills me. Make money while you sleep. Set it and forget it. Just 30 minutes a day. Listen, if passive income was that easy, why would anyone still have a job? Why isn't your neighbor Fred living in Bali right now, checking his phone once a week to collect his passive cash? Here's the truth. There's nothing passive about building passive income. What these gurus don't show you is them working at 2 a.m. for 6 straight months before they made a single dollar. My affiliate marketing business now brings in money while I sleep, but for the first 8 months, I was putting in 16-hour days while everyone thought I was absolutely insane. Passive income is front-loading the work. You work like a maniac now so you can earn later. It's like building a rocket ship. The launch takes massive energy, but once you're in orbit, it's a different story. So here's what you need to do. Choose one passive income model and commit to it for at least 90 days. Maybe it's affiliate marketing, which is my personal favorite and it's what's worked best for me, or perhaps you're more drawn to, say, creating digital products like courses or ebooks. Some people thrive with content creation that generates ad revenue, while others prefer setting up print-on-demand stores or selling digital downloads. The specific model doesn't matter as much as your commitment to mastering just one of them. Pick something that aligns with your skills and interests. Then block out 2 hours every day, non-negotiable, to work exclusively on building this system. No distractions, no excuses, no just checking Instagram real quick. Now I'm speaking from experience here. I've been working on this channel for almost 3 years now, and I'm almost at maybe 1,000 subscribers when this video is released. Not exactly overnight success, right? But you know what? I'm a grinder, and I know what it takes to be successful. Sometimes it's late nights, limited family time, yada, yada, yada. But I do it because of my strong why. And that includes my boys and my future grandchildren being taken care of long after I'm gone from this physical world. And speaking of things that aren't what they seem at first glance, let's talk about the AI gold rush. But before we jump in, please hit that like button and subscribe if you want more content about making money. Myth number 2, AI will do all the work for you. Oh boy, the make money with AI hype train is at full steam right now. According to some YouTubers, AI will basically replace the need for having a personality or skills or actually doing any work. And just tell ChatGPT to make me rich and boom, early retirement. And here's the truth. AI is like having a really smart intern who knows a lot of facts but has never lived a real life. Tools without strategies just create fancy garbage faster. I've tested about every AI money-making method being promoted. You know what most of them produce? The same mediocre content that thousands of others are creating. Congratulations, you just spent 3 hours creating something indistinguishable from what 10,000 other people made today. The real money isn't in letting AI do all the work. It's using AI to enhance your unique human insights and experiences. People making real money with AI are using it to scale their humanity, not replace it. So How do you actually leverage AI the right way? Well, start by figuring out what your unique knowledge or expertise is. You know, that topic maybe your friends would say you never shut up about. Maybe it's fitness, I don't know, personal finance, parenting hacks, or whatever. But then build yourself a collection of go-to prompts specifically for that knowledge area. Now, I keep mine in a simple document I can easily reference. From there, use AI to help scale your content creation. But here's the key. Always make sure you're injecting your personality and real life stories into whatever it produces. Nobody wants generic AI content. They want your perspective enhanced by AI. You'll also want to create some simple workflows for each AI task you do regularly so you're not reinventing the wheel each time. And finally, don't just set it and forget it. Check your results weekly and tweak your approach based on what's actually working. The goal isn't to let AI replace you. It's to let AI amplify what makes you uniquely valuable. This principle of leveraging tools while maintaining your unique human element applies to all aspects of business. Actually, remember that night years ago when I sat at my kitchen table with $143 in my account and over $2,200 in bills due. I wasn't using AI back then, but I was applying the same fundamental concept. I took inventory of my unique skills and experiences, then found ways to scale them effectively. I wrote down exactly what I wanted my life to actually look like in 5 years, and I committed to doing whatever it took, ethical and legal, but whatever it took, to make that vision a reality. You know what? And within 18 months, I had built a 7-figure business, not because it was easy, because I refused to quit when things got hard. And that's the reality nobody wants to talk about on YouTube. But here's where many people get derailed. Even when they understand the first 2 myths, they fall victim to what I call the entrepreneurial equivalent of a sugar rush. Myth number 3, you need to follow the latest trend or opportunity. This is what I call entrepreneurial ADHD, and I've definitely been guilty of it too. Every week there's a new platform, trend, or opportunity that's supposedly the easiest way to make money fast. Dude, are you on Threads yet? Everyone's saying that's the next big thing. Have you tried drop shipping custom cat pajamas? My cousin's roommate made $50,000 last month. NFTs are dead. Now it's all about, I don't know, whatever new thing launched yesterday. But here's the truth. Success doesn't come from jumping between opportunities. It comes from choosing one path and becoming world-class at it while everyone else is chasing shiny objects. The riches are in the niches, and success comes from depth, not breadth. Pick a lane, stay in it until you've mastered it. So what's the alternatives to this entrepreneurial ADHD? I call it the 1-1-3 focus method. And it's pretty straightforward. Choose one business model, whether that's affiliate marketing, digital products, or something else, and then focus on one specific niche or audience. Don't try to be everything to everyone. But next, identify the 3 core skills you need to master for that specific combination and put all your energy into developing those. And for me, when I finally focused on affiliate marketing for the pharmacy world, my 3 skills were email copywriting and video content and relationship building with affiliate partners. Create yourself a 90-day content and action calendar so you know exactly what you're doing each day. This prevents that aimless, what should I work on today paralysis. And here's the crucial part. Review your progress weekly, but commit to not changing direction for at least 90 days. No matter what shiny new opportunity pops up on your feed, you stay the course. That discipline alone will put you ahead of about 95% of people trying to make money online. When I finally stopped chasing every new opportunity and focused exclusively on becoming the go-to resource in my specific niche, my income quadrupled in just 6 months. And yet I still see people bounce from dropshipping to Amazon FBA to day trading to crypto to AI in the span of 2 months and wonder why they're not making any money. Now, if you've avoided shiny object syndrome, congratulations. But there's another excuse lurking around the corner that stops even the most focused entrepreneurs in their tracks. Myth number 4, you need a ton of money to start making money. This is the classic excuse, and I hear it, all of the time. I start a business, but I don't have the startup capital. I'd invest, but I need to save up first. I'd start that YouTube channel, but I need better equipment. You know what? Even though I have plenty of capital for my bread and butter business, I'm cheap. And I wasn't about to drop a ton of dough on building this channel. Let me tell you what I actually started with, which was a $200 laptop that sounded like a jet engine every time I opened up more than 2 tabs, free Canva, and exactly $0 for ads or software. My first videos were shot on my phone, actually, propped up on a stack of books. My lighting, freaking desk lamp with a pillowcase over it. And you know what happened? Those constraints forced me to get creative and focus on what actually matters, providing genuine value to my audience. And that's the reality most successful entrepreneurs don't talk about. Starting small with limited resources is often an advantage and not a disadvantage. It forces you to be scrappy, innovative, and laser focused on what truly moves the needle. The "I need more resources" excuse is usually just fear wearing a business suit. And here's what I recommend instead. Take what I call the minimum viable everything approach. Start by writing down all the stuff you think you absolutely need before you can launch your business. You know, the fancy camera, the perfect website, the logo design, all that stuff. Then do something that feels almost painful. Cross out about 80% of that list. Be ruthless. For whatever still remains, find the free or dirt cheap alternatives. There's almost always a free tool that gets you 90% of the way there. Next, do something that scares most people. Set a concrete launch date within the next 7 days, not 3 months from now when everything's perfect. 7 days or less. Then actually launch with whatever you have, even if it feels embarrassingly imperfect. Trust me, perfect is the enemy of profitable. That messy, imperfect start forces you to focus on what actually matters, providing value and learning from real feedback, not endlessly polishing something nobody's even seen yet. And actually, this approach saved me during my darkest moment as an entrepreneur. And I'll never forget about that weekend. I almost completely gave up. I had been working 12-hour days for months, launched several business ideas that just completely flopped. And you know what? I was starting to believe what everyone had been pretty much telling me, that I was chasing a pipe dream. You know what? That Sunday early morning, I sat in my car in the parking lot before heading into my day job, and I honestly kind of broke down. I was exhausted, defeated, really, and ready to throw in the towel. But then I pulled out that picture of my wife and my sons that I kept in my wallet. I remembered why I started this journey in the first place. And that next day, instead of quitting, I stopped making excuses about what I didn't have. I completely revamped my approach using only the resources immediately available to me and launched what would become my most successful affiliate marketing business to date. The difference wasn't some fancy equipment or massive budget. It was simply refusing to let limited resources become my excuse. Let's say you push through all these challenges. You work hard, you leverage AI properly, you stay focused, and you start with what you have. You might think the hard part is over, but there's one final myth that catches even the successful by surprise. Myth number 5. Once you find success, it's smooth sailing. This might be the absolute most dangerous myth of all because it sets completely unrealistic expectations. People see someone successful and think, once I get there, all my problems will be solved. Well, let me tell you something. New levels, new devils. My first 10K month brought challenges I never had at 1K. My first $100,000 a month created stresses I couldn't have imagined. And success doesn't eliminate problems. It just gives you better quality problems. When I hit my first 6 figures, I thought I'd feel satisfied. Instead, I had tax issues I'd never dealt with, team management challenges, and a whole new set of competitors. Though, an imposter syndrome. It actually gets worse the more successful we become. Success is not a destination. It's a constant evolution. And the work doesn't end. It just changes form, and honestly, that's the beautiful part. The growth never stops. Now, what you really need is what I call a success evolution plan. Start by getting crystal clear on what success actually means to you personally at different stages, not what Instagram says it should look like. Define your version of success for the short term, medium term, and long term. Then do something most people never think about. Try to identify the potential challenges you'll face at each of those levels before you even get there. This prevents that deer in headlights feeling when new problems surface or come about. Also, connect with mentors who are just 1 or 2 levels ahead of you, not the mega successful people who can't remember what your current challenges feel like, because that's totally different for them. And build systems in your business that can grow with you, because what works at 1K a month will break at 10K a month. And make sure you're scheduling what I call direction checks every quarter, where you step back from the daily grind and honestly assess if you're still moving in the right direction. Success isn't a straight line, it's an evolution, and you need to be intentional about guiding that process rather than just reacting to whatever comes your way. Everything I teach on this channel can, in all honesty, truly happen. But again, with full transparency, it's not as simple as any of us on YouTube make it out to be, just being open and truly honest. If you've watched this far, congratulations. You're already doing better than 95% of people who clicked away when they realized I wasn't selling magic beans or overnight riches. With all that being said, if you've watched this video to this point, you have it inside you to become whatever you want to be, to have whatever you want, and to help whoever you want, and truly build a legacy for yourself and your family. So let's concentrate on the context and the mindset shifts required to completely change your life. I hope this video helps to motivate and inspire you to take action, but most importantly, you need to realize that motivation is only a kickstart. You truly need to have a strong why and be willing to be extremely disciplined in your daily routine to accomplish your goals. And when the trials and tribulations beat you down, you must be willing to persevere and continue to put in the work. Here's something that has saved me multiple times, what I call your breaking point protocol. Create a plan right now for when you feel like quitting, because trust me, that moment will come for everyone. And write down the specific reasons why you started this journey in the first place. Get detailed and even emotional about it if needed. Then map out exactly what you'll do when you feel like giving up. For me, I have a specific routine that includes reading through my goals and looking at pictures of my family and taking a 20-minute walk to reset my mind. Figure out who you'll call when you're at your lowest point. You need someone who will talk you off the ledge but won't let you quit on yourself. And identify the smallest possible action you can take to maintain at least some momentum, even when you feel like everything's falling apart. Having this protocol ready before you need it is crucial, because in those dark moments, your brain will tell you that quitting is the only logical option. You need something to grab onto that will pull you through to the other side. And this is exactly why I'm sharing this with you today. I want you to understand that your breaking point might actually be your breakthrough moment. And the question is, are you ready to push past that wall when it feels impossible? Are you prepared to keep going when everything in you wants to absolutely stop? Because that's when the real transformation happens. Oh, and drop a comment below with which myth hit you the hardest and which action step you're committing to today. I read every comment and I definitely want to support your journey. And if this helped give you a little inspiration today, please hit that like button and subscribe. And check out this video YouTube thinks you'll like as well. Until next time, stay motivated and inspired to take action, but most importantly, disciplined in the day-to-day grind to make it come to fruition. And remember, the guru with the Ferrari rental is probably still living with his mom.